Nowadays, women's calisthenics is at a level like never before. Full planches and their variations, front levers, Hephaestos, and crazy dynamics are almost commonplace. But it wasn't always like this. Female calisthenics used to be pretty different. How did it all happen? We're about to find out today. This is the evolution of female calisthenics. The very first World Championship that had female category was organized in 2014, and the very first female freestyle champion was Oona Kivelä from Finland, a former gymnast and multi-time world pole dancer champion. Her routines were more than strength, combining contortion, acrobatics, and controlled power. We can see a lot of routines based on push-ups variations, weird skills, but also a very creative flow. The skills look maybe rudimentary, but they set the start point. In 2015, things already started to evolve. A rhythmic gymnast from childhood, which gave her control and precision, helped Jessica Bogdanov from USA to become the second female world champion. Her background in dance and hand balancing translated into perfect calisthenics routine for that time. We can notice that back then, the routines are focused on the artistic part so much, combining the skills with music. A lot of P-bars flows. The girls were still pretty strong. Already we can see swing 360s, try of full front lever and straddle planche, full back lever. They were not very clean maybe, but it's still impressive. The girls were very creative, and it's interesting to see a bunch of skills that you will never see in nowadays competitions. We'll show you a little part of the performance of Jessica to see how a raw flow looked like back then. In 2016, Melanie Driessen from Netherlands, former gymnast, stand out with her unique style and flow. She started to combine the statics and dynamics, making the flow that will dominate future championships. Since then, she started to inspire so many girls to start practicing calisthenics. We can see that the flow started to be more focused on different types of rolls on the bar, combined with some statics and even some crazy dismounts. But also we can still see a solid touch of each one's creativity. In 2017, female calisthenics had a glow up on the dynamics part thanks to Galina Sidorenko from Russia. She had this signature move with the front flip grabbing the bar behind. What the hell is this move, guys? You don't even see this in the competitions nowadays. She also threw other dynamics like swing 360 or even swing 540. And pretty much this is how the performances look in 2017. But remember that what you see here are highlights with the most impressive moves I could find from this time. In reality, a full performance still has a lot of gaps. 2018. Natalia Modzelewska from Poland came up with a flow and skills that still inspire routines today. With a perfect back lever, even a one-arm back lever, double 360, a lot of 360 variations, swing 540, shrimp flip and other skills that made her routine perfect to win the world championship. This year, one more person that appeared out of nowhere, placing herself directly on the second place, is Sveti Staneva from Bulgaria. She took the flow in spins and statics to the next level. Her signature move is front lever and even Victorian. 2018 was the year I started doing push-ups in my room, and I remember seeing them, and this inspired me so much. Another person who stood out this year is Umakova Tatiana, aka Hephaesto Girl. She stood out with this incredible strength in Hephaesto and very clean front lever. She's the first girl I saw did Hephaesto, and she personally inspired me so much to learn this move. 2019. The year categories and the absolute title were introduced. Melanie returned to claim history, the first absolute female champion. Her adaptability across formats cemented her as one of the sport's most consistent and respected figures. This year, Sveti Staneva from Bulgaria stood out once again with her unique skills and an even better performance than last year, placing herself in second place again. But there is another person who entered with full force, someone who left the world in shock by being so young and managing to secure third place with an extraordinary performance. This is Jasmina Svilenova from Bulgaria, who at only 14 years old was already performing incredible dynamics combinations. 2019 seemed to be a year full of hope for female calisthenics, as we can see that more and more athletes with increasingly higher levels have started to emerge. Other names worth mentioning this year are Léa Depagnon from France, Adrian Wachter from Hungary, Iris from Austria, Natalia Kitaeva from Russia, Vivienne Hangard from Hungary, and many others. This year seemed to be a milestone for female calisthenics. Also, another person who stood out at the end of 2019 is Malin Male Jansson from Sweden, the heavyweight beast who won the Beast of the Bars competition. And now guys, I will show you some combos from the raw performance of Melanie at the World Championship to make again an idea how the combos looked like in reality. As we can see, the idea it is already pretty similar with what we have today, starting with a high bar combo and then a P-bar combo. The flow is getting better and better. The rolls are combined now with real dynamic flips and spins. After the pandemic that silenced arenas, Sveti from Bulgaria stepped into the spotlight with a clean form in statics and crazy dynamics transitions. This was her year. She won the first place at the World Championship 2021. Jasmina from Bulgaria was also there, climbing one step higher on the podium, securing second place with a better performance than last time. Also worth mentioning is Karolina Vitekova from Slovakia, who took third place. I can say this year is a true benchmark since due to the circumstances, many others couldn't make it to this competition, but we can still see a small progress in female performances. 2022 is truly remarkable, not only for me but for the entire community. For me it is very important because it is the year I appear in the international competitions at the World Championship, where I placed third. It was an honor for me to get this far without much experience and also to meet my idols and the people who had inspired me for so long. The absolute winner of this year was Jasmina Svilenova from Bulgaria, who dominated with incredible precision and extraordinary combination, each element and transition being perfectly calculated. In the second place was Léa from France in the middleweight category, while in the heavyweight category we meet again Malin from Sweden in the first place, Karolina from Slovakia in second place, and Adrian Wachter from Hungary in third place. I would say once again this year is a milestone, as we can see many female athletes active this year at a level like never before. Also in 2022, Stephanie from Colombia made a huge impression, appearing out of nowhere with skills that left everyone stunned. She demonstrated a strength unmatched by anyone else at that time in push category, probably being the first girl to perform a one-arm planche and full planche in a competition, thus winning street workout Ultimate Battles 4. Also worth mentioning is Savina Gabriela from Brazil, who always stands out with her dynamic combination performances. The level is getting crazier and crazier. We can already see super moves from the girls both in dynamics and statics. In 2023, the journey continues. In the World Championship, here is the top. Alisia Persa from Romania won first place in the middleweight category, thus fulfilling a very big dream of mine. Also, I took part in a lot of other competition where I placed myself in the top. Yasmina from Bulgaria took second place and Oona Kivelä from Bulgaria came third. In the heavyweight category, Malin defended her title, winning first place again. Adrian Vacter from Hungary moved up a step to take second place, and Karolina Vitekova from Slovakia took third. We must note that the female level has already evolved extraordinary. In competitions, we can no longer just perform moves randomly, freestyle or whatever feels right at that day. I can tell you from experience that performances have become routines that athletes plan at home and repeat countless times until they are executed perfectly. Also, another person who is starting to make her mark is Blanca from Spain, who stands out with her static performance, demonstrating a complete balance between push and pull, something you usually see quite rarely. She won the sub-5 competition this year. One more person I remember from this year is Aramis from USA with an amazing flow in dynamics. Team Björk also organized an online ceremony called Calisthenics Awards, and the top 3 best female athletes of 2023 turned out to be Alisia from Romania on the first, Yasi from Bulgaria on second, and Blanca from Spain on third. The year 2024, we are already almost in the present. The level of girls was already very high, with more and more girls fighting to reach the top, and the difference between them becoming smaller and smaller, making it increasingly difficult to judge. The World Championship was cancelled this year, but we still have many other well-known competitions that set the standard for female athletes. Thus, the top girls in 2034 are Yasmina Svilenova, who won sub-6. At this competition, another girl who stood out is Maya Silva, originally from Chile, very beloved by the Latino community. Many knew her before, but she only started competing in the more well-known European competitions this year. She took second place at sub-6, while Leia from France is still present, winning third place. Also, Alisia, won the competition organized at FIBO this year, Cologne City Cup. Where I competed alongside Savina from Brazil and Karolina from Slovakia. We also have Blanca from Spain, who appears in the top positions at various competitions. Additionally, other athletes who stood out this year are Veronika from Russia with insane dynamics and combinations, Antonella from Italy and Marilu from Brazil, who are extremely strong in strength and static skills. We have Julia from Poland and Angarita from Colombia with an interesting flow and very good pulling skills, and many other athletes. I hope I haven't forgotten to mention anyone. So we are finally back to present. Nowadays there are a lot of pro female athletes, many of them being the ones I've already mentioned. Yasmina Svilenova from Bulgaria, who won the absolute category at the World Championship and the sub-7 competition. Yasi always shows an extremely well-prepared strategy and knows how to highlight the skills she masters best. Alisia Persa won first place in the heavyweight category this year at the World Championship, but to be honest, competitions were not my main objective this year, and I promise I will come back stronger. We also have Maya Silva from Chile, who stands out with the completeness of her combos, always showing a high level both in statics and dynamics. Then there's a lot of other very good athletes, like Lea from France that is improving so much lately. Adrian Wachter from Hungary, Boroka Huzar from Hungary, Katerina Husakova from Czech Republic in the veterans category, Veronika representing Russia with some very strong dynamic combos. We have Aina Moreno with a new and innovative level in statics. Celia from Spain. Angarita from Colombia. Aspen Vincent from USA, and many other great athletes who actively participate in competition and document their journey online, where they manage to inspire even more people to have the courage to start doing this as well. Besides the people mentioned above, I also want to highlight a few others I recently came across online who are somehow underground athletes. They don't currently participate in international calisthenics competitions, but they show insane performances with super moves and very rare skills. They seem to have a gymnastics background, judging by the way they move on the bar, but what these girls can do is truly impressive. We have Nastia from Russia with some very dangerous and unique dynamics. And Alexandrova from Russia, who has both insane, guys, just look what this girl can do. Insane dynamics and statics and strength dynamics. This is crazy and very impressive. It is unreal to see what these girls are doing. Please tell me, what the hell are they eating? Also on the statics and strength part, we still have a Stephanie who is still grinding and inspire others so much. I really hope to see her again on the big stages. We have Shiva or Siva from Iran, who is crazy strong in both push and pull skills, and I really hope to see her also in the big competitions one day because she has a crazy potential. We also have Lena from Ukraine, who is demonstrating some very good statics and also few dynamics. We have Marisol with a really strong full front lever and variations, and also full planche. We have Catalina Ortega from Chile with insane front lever skills. Hermon from Italy with crazy strength in front lever and planche. She is the first girl I see does planche on the rings. Okay guys, looking back, it's incredible to see how far women's calisthenics has evolved. From the very first world champions whose creativity and artistry laid the foundation to today's athletes pushing insane levels of strength, dynamics and innovation, every single one of them has played an important role in sharpening this journey. What makes this sport truly special is that even though we compete against each other, in the end we're all part of the same team. A global community pushing boundaries together, inspiring each other and showing the world what's possible. The level has already grown beyond what anyone could ever imagine just a few years ago, and I can't wait to see where the future will take us. One thing is certain, the story of female calisthenics is only just beginning.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah, you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something.
That's right. Let's go. Yeah. When you're feeling down.